Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, you should know that the story you're about to hear has quite a number of... well, don't say I didn't warn you.
The pizza has arrived.
He's alive. And he's hungry.
Needs tomato sauce.
Wait a minute. The story doesn't start that way. Ah, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Ayo, let's begin at the beginning.
That'd help.
Gentlemen, welcome to the annual Horror Film Awards ceremony, in which the most outstanding monsters of the silver screen compete for the Golden Death Chickens. Please go into the theater now and take your seats and enjoy.
What did you just say?
Didn't you hear me?
Of course I heard you.
Good for you.
I'm not deaf.
Right, just dumb.
You jerk.
Lunatic.
Dan Murray. The boss has assigned this story to the two of us. If you don't come into the theater with me and do your part...
So, you don't think you can do it alone?
I think I'm more than capable.
You don't say.
Dan Murray, I'm going to go into that theater and write a Pulitzer Prize story by myself. You hear me?
You're gonna leave me out here in the cold in the dead of autumn?
I hope you freeze.
How can I keep myself warm?
Ayo, Dan. It was fabulous. I did so many interviews that we're going to have to ask the boss for more space. Fitz Randolph, Professor Fly, Chrome Hot, Eva Morte, the poet, the Grim Reaper, and the short guy from Monster Without a Cause.
Fascinating.
Yeah, you know, the one from... hey, what's that?
It's antifreeze.
Dan Murray, have you been out here drinking while I was in there doing your job? That's it. The byline is going to be mine and mine alone. They can fire you for all I care. What's more, if they ask me for a shovel to help dig your grave, I'll be more than happy to help. And if...
Hey, what's he up to?
Big Albert. In Fitz Randall's office. That's odd.
You were saying?
We have to go in there.
My thoughts exactly.
Finally, real investigative journalism. Come on, move it.
Sweetheart, my thing is sports writing. If he hits you with a baseball bat, call me.
And that's how it all started for Liz Allaire. She decided she was going into that office with or without Dan's help.
Welcome to the next big thing, which is going to be a new series in American.
Jerk. Once got my head caught under the hood of my father's car. Anne-Marie, my smart sister, was being Tarzan. Queenie, my pretty sister, was Jane. I was Cheetah, and the car was the crocodile. I wonder what Dan's got in there. Tubby the Third, Fitzrandolph's pet, is inside. He has a saw for a hand. How uncomfortable. It's enormous, but it was completely full for the ceremony.
Okay, so let's go inside the mansion.
Hiyo, miss. I thought you were going.
Mr. Fitzrandolph.
Now, come and sit beside me, Miss Allaire. I never imagined you were such a party girl.
Me? No. I'm still here because it's so pleasant here, don't you think?
You don't need an excuse, miss. My friend Murray's intern is always welcome.
Oh.
Actually, I was referring to your unusual style of dancing.
Oh, I see.
Have I offended you?
Yes. No. Maybe. It's just that...
In our interview earlier.
In our interview earlier, I forgot to ask you... Big Albert has...
Yes?
Yes, what?
Big Albert, what about him?
Is he feeling all right?
Miss, if this keeps up, I will end up understanding why they call you Loony Liz.
Do you get along with the stars of your super productions?
Well, I try to be a good employer, but it's not always easy. Fame goes to their heads. They do strange things.
Horror movies have allowed monsters to gain acceptance in society. Are you proud of that?
Not completely accepted, miss. It's true that we aren't persecuted anymore and that we finally have the same rights as everybody else, but unfortunately, there are still many minds to change. So many people judge other people by their appearance.
How's business going? Support your answer.
MKO is still the largest movie studio in the country and the world. We have made horror movies fashionable, and as long as that continues, nothing can touch us.
Thank you for your time. I'm gonna take a walk.
Just one thing, miss. As you're probably already aware, I know some of the best doctors in the country, including psychiatrists.
I have a cousin who's a veterinarian.
I've observed that you sometimes say disconcerting things.
Yes, I've done a lot of reading.
Yes, of course. It's, take the vegetable soup, for example.
Poor thing. Haven't you had dinner?
Yes. No, I won't keep you any longer.
Cons, I can't go into the hall that leads to Fitzrandolph's office while he's right there next to it. Pros, he gets along with Dan. This is the idea.
Bad idea.
Good.
Bad.
Jerk.
Lunatic.
Dan Murray, are you telling me that you do not intend to go into the mansion or to get Fitzrandolph away from the hall?
In a nutshell.
Well, okay then.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
But Liz Allaire was not a woman to give up easily, and she decided to convince Dan to get Fitzrandolph away from the hall.
I'll get him to Once got my head caught under the hood of my father's car. Anne-Marie, my smart sister, was being...
Okay. So we're leaving floors now. We're going.
That's where the ball is, but it's dying down now. When I left, only Death, Octopus Herring, the Chupacabras, and some others were left.
Okay. I want to see what's downstairs.
Miss Allaire, could you confirm that the reading room is being remodeled? Confirmed. Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure.
Okay, this room is very insane.
It reminds me of Stacy, my first babysitter, but in armchair form. Large cans of white paint and little ones with blue pigment. It's one of Dr. Zelsius's revolutionary robots. Oh, he's seen better days.
Okay, I think I need to see those following me.
I'll get him to take Fitz Randolph away from the hall, by golly. I wonder what Dan's got in there. Tobby the Third, Fitz Randolph's pet, is inside. A ray of sunshine.
Okay. Oh, I see. That's the corridor and then the reading room. It's not Oh, hello.
Heyo, Edgar. What are you doing at the window?
Heyo, weren't you going?
Oh, okay, let's go now.
Shall I take your jacket again?
I'm gonna be coming and going. What are you doing at the window?
Rehearsing.
Ah, you've been cast in a movie?
No, just rehearsing for the sake of rehearsing. With my looks, nobody can believe I'd be competent as a monster in front of the camera.
20, 12, 1, 4.
I don't understand. Why did you say that?
To help myself relax, it works every time.
Oh.
Out of work actor. Coat check attendant. Obvious synergies. They don't let you play monsters?
No, with my looks, I don't scare anyone. At the auditions, I don't even get to act. They send me packing as soon as they lay eyes on me.
And Fitz Randolph can't give you a recommendation?
No, that would compromise his integrity. He gives his producers and directors complete artistic freedom and never interferes in things like casting.
Enough said. Let's move on. I like books. Who does the one on the table belong to?
To me, for autographs. I've gotten them from all the celebrities at the party. Except for Hammer Boy Brown.
Go on, rehearse. I'll watch you.
I'm on it.
So now he's into rehearsing. Poor thing. Don't you threaten me. It's Blue Harrelson, the star of Vulcan Flash in the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, who disappeared without a... Wait a minute. Edgar!
They look like each other.
You are Vulcan Flash.
I wish.
Seriously, you could pass for him. Now you have a job.
Blue, strange eyes, dressed like this. Impossible. I'm very grateful to you, but no.
Maybe it was out of generosity or stubbornness, or just because she happened to feel like it. But Liz decided that very night she would convince Edgar of his future as Vulcan Flash. For that, her original mind came up with a mental image that she decided to call the Complete Alien Kit, which she would equip with everything required for this altruistic goal.
Okay, so maybe I can find Vulcan Flash.
Nice glasses.
Yeah,
Nice glasses.
glasses for thingies, man.
These glasses. They're Professor Flies, and they have a very alien look to them. Yes, 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 yes! The effect is positively alien.
Hey. Maybe that's in reading.
Did the workers leave this behind? Especially recommended for climbing to nowhere. No, I won't give it to him until it's complete.
Okay.
No, I'll use the rest of the tape for Big Albert's confession.
Let's see if I can remember. Yes, did Liz want to paint? No? Then why did she do what she did?
Okay. You're saying I should get paint. That paint is so
Looks like they want to paint the room blue. Looks like they want to paint the room blue.
I guess maybe you need
Looks like they want to paint the room blue. Large cans of white paint and little ones with blue pigment.
So I just not put down to What? It's on every bit of this room.
I hope they're not going for an overly intense blue. Large cans of white paint and little ones with blue pigment.
Did Liz want to paint? No? Then why did she do what she did?
Large cans of white paint and little ones with blue pigment.
Am I missing something very obvious here? I'm gonna try to follow you.
It contains everything needed to transform the user into the new Vulcan Flash. Well, it will contain it all. It's still not complete. My father once caught me sliding down the banister at home, rear end first. My backside stung for hours. Large cans of white paint and little ones with blue pigment.
Oh. So dumb. If you right click it, it changes what you want. So I can grab this, I guess, maybe. Oh,
The cans of pigment weigh less.
that took longer than it should have.
On second thought, the color blue is a fundamental characteristic of the Great Vulcan Flash. It contains... It can...
Wrong one. Is it done? What else was it that needed? The goggles, the blue paint. It's going to
Of course, he looks like Edgar. Don't you threaten me. That's fine where it is. Better not ask. It's Edgar's. And I don't steal. There's my Edgar. The Making of the New Vulcan Flash. Story by Liz Allaire. I repeat, you could be the new Vulcan Flash.
No, Liz, I don't even look like an Earth monster, which is what I am.
I can't go while Fitzrandolph is sitting right there.
With her good taste in clothes, I don't understand why Liz took what was hanging there.
The coat that I was on about before. The best of them.
If there was anything in the pockets, someone got here before me and took it. Agreed. He's not exactly the guy in the poster, but close enough. If I'm not mistaken, my complete alien kit is ready for action. Can you confirm that for me, Miss Allaire? Confirmed. The alien kit is complete.
She is insane. She's like talking to herself. Like, go to a mental asylum. I'm not saying
Finally, the moment has arrived for opening the refrigerator.
Opening the refrigerator.
There's my Edgar.
You talking to me?
I am going to put an end to your sad life. Exciting, huh?
No, I don't understand.
Oh, Edgar, don't you see the Vulcan Flash poster?
Whoa, what's that?
I am identical to him, the new Vulcan Flash. Next audition, I'm going straight to the top.
Thank you for convincing me, Liz, Edgar continued. I'll make it in the movies as an alien.
Yes. This is all very well and good. But ask me about What's-His-Name Brown's jacket.
Oh no, the jacket. Where is it?
Put away. I was afraid you'd drip on it when you drank the pigment.
You think of everything.
And this is where you tell me I get to keep it.
You're right.
I suppose that's the least I can do for you,
That's the least I
Liz.
can do for you, Liz. Eh?
How did you know what I was going to
what I
say?
was going to say?
I had no idea. And now I'm telling you to go back to rehearsing, okay?
I'm on it.
He's in such a hurry. And I haven't even told him.
Okay, cool. So, jacket.
Could there be anything in the pockets? Ah, look, how convenient. Boxing. There must be someone who likes it.
What about Dan? Maybe he likes boxing. Maybe then I can convince him to do it.
Dan, have you seen me eat paper?
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Watch. I have here 2 pieces that say Rico, the Italian Stallion Sandretti versus Manny, Hammerboy Brown.
Give them to me.
Fitz Randolph, away from the hall. Now.
Hey, Willie.
Murray, my friend, you doing good?
Better than you.
When are we gonna get together, throw a few punches?
I'd like to throw back a drink. I see you're empty.
What a guy.
And that was how Liz convinced Dan to get Fitz Randolph away from the hall.
Being a weird narrator.
None of this is worth the trouble. How strange. Being Dan's, I expected to find a trunk full of old, dirty, worthless junk. But apart from this empty oil can and a baseball bat, there's nothing.
Can I have the baseball bat? Okay, fine then.
I don't like to play with crocodiles.
Cool. So, I guess we can go through and stop this week. What else is it? Oh, I can... What's it? I'm going to do something here first. Doghouse. Now that I knew, I can... Right click.
You're awfully crabby, Tubby. I was going to pet him, but he blew it.
Let's say Tubby. Touch this right.
Hey, yo, short stuff.
I knew you'd come. Take me with you.
Where?
To the great beyond, to my final resting place, to eternal peace.
No way, never on the first date.
Are you not my grim reaper, the angel of death, the bearer of the scythe, the stealer of souls?
Ah, now I know who you're talking about. It's a guy with hiccups who's still at the party. Quite elderly. I'm Liz, and you?
Phil, my time has not come. It never comes.
Are you feeling sad?
Sadness is the only real name of that which you call life.
Have you seen Big Albert?
I have seen things you can't imagine. I've seen ivy grow higher on the wall. I've seen lightning bugs shining in the darkness near the door to the mansions. I've seen all this and much more, all of which will disappear in time. But Big Albert, no.
I was hoping you could give me a short answer, but sure.
Let's talk about you. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get any good headlines out of you. Hey, yeah, we'll talk later.
If we don't expire first.
I can't go in this way. Someone could see me like I saw Big Albert.
Okay, cool, let's go into the mansion. How could he not have seen Big Albert? We've seen many other things.
Now I can.
Yes.
Is he asleep? Good.
I'm not controlling me. That is weird.
Closed. Life is like a crocodile. Wait a minute. Aren't the offices of Fitz Randolph and his secretary connected? Even if they are.
At this door.
It's still closed. Hey yo, short stuff.
Hey-o, nice night.
Considering that at this time of year...
You open office doors, right?
Affirmative. Considering that at this time of year, it usually cools...
What's your name, sweetheart?
Jimmy Love. It usually cools down. But autumn, as you know, comes late and all...
Look, Jimmy, I'm not going to ask you to open Fitz-Randolph's office.
Only authorized subject, William A. Fitz-Randolph. Late and all at once.
But his secretary's yes. Okay, sweetheart?
Only authorized subject, Beverly Torrance. Hair, blonde. Eyes, blue. Bust, 50. Waist, 24. Hips, 36. Negative identification.
Access denied.
Access denied? Liz said to herself. We'll just see about that.
It is to be believed because it is absurd. Tertullian.
Disconcerting. I don't understand.
That is the path. I don't understand, but I believe.
I don't understand, but I don't understand.
Hey, time for bed, sweetheart.
But what about the oil? Can I... Probably not?
It's empty.
Oh. Great, so it won't be good for... Ooh. So I put... Give the
Liz Allaire, from the Quill. I'd like to go into Mr. Fitz-Randolph's office or his secretary's. Do I need to show you my press pass, sweetheart?
It won't do any good. Liz Allaire is not on the list of authorized subjects.
Ah.
Okay.
Empty. Typical of Dan.
Let's take Dan.
This stays here. I have too many already. My sister, Queenie, the pretty one, is an artist and she gave me all of them. They're in the attic. No, too heavy. Sparky, the Vulcanian sheep. Vulcan Flash's faithful pet.
Okay. I can already tell it's not going to...
A pair of odd-looking were all that Liz needed and keep... If Dan wasn't there anymore, why did Liz go back to the car? Something lying around there that could end up being useful, probably.
Probably Sunny appears, that's really cool. I got the oil can. Got the oil canister out.
I like it closed because then it's like it's not there.
Is there anything more in the trunk? I mean, she said there's a baseball bat. We didn't pick it up. It makes sense if we picked it up.
Nope, there's only a baseball bat. I don't want that.
If Dan wasn't there anymore, why did Liz go back to the car? Something lying around there that could end up being useful, probably.
Let's have a look at the hotspot. Wait. Oh, the flask! Probably got some.
It's half full.
Half full, yes. Yes, and I'll put that in the
Great
can.
idea! Pumpkin punch in a can of motor oil. Anyone care for some?
That's
It's
empty.
Dan's.
Okay, so would that probably change what the robot thinks? The music is cool. Okay, so let's go back into school. Okay, so maybe he'd be like, oh, I need oiling, and then be like, oh, here, and then probably break something. I don't know.
Pumpkin punch, Jimmy?
I'd like to, but Mr. Fitzrandolph will fire me if he sees me drinking. He only lets us drink oil so that we don't rust.
He's in the ballroom. He won't see you.
No, I don't dare. He could show up at any moment, like a summer thunderstorm.
Don't worry, I'll figure out something else. But you'll have your punch. I bet you can't guess what's inside this oil can.
Affirmative. Suddenly, everything is like cloudy. The weather is just crazy.
Whoa. What was in there? Jimmy Pumpkin Punch Love. Is that his middle
The
name?
door opener. Hey yo, Jimmy.
Nice night.
Open the second door for me.
Unauthorized subject, Beverly Torrance. Hair blonde, eyes blue. Bust 50. Waist 24, hips 36. Positive identification. Access allowed.
Careful. You're drunk, dude. Okay. No, the door's there. Yeah, come on. Get the... Put it in. Do I need to... Oh, for God's sake. Come on, get it in. Oh, no.
And that was how, with the help of the pumpkin punch, Liz got Jimmy Love to open the door to the secretary's office.
Thanks, sweetheart. Fitzrandolph Mansion, Halloween night. My exclusive interview with Big Albert. Hey, you, Albert. Liz Allaire of the Quill.
Huh?
4 questions. 20. Can you tell me your motive for sneaking into the magnate Fitzrandolph's office? 12. What's that in your hand? 1. Are the rumors that say you're a kleptomaniac true, or did I just invent that to get under your skin a bit? 4. Are you listening?
Now, give this to the immaterial man. Hurry.
Poor Liz. For once, fortune seemed within reach, only to elude her. On the other hand, if she had managed to get into Fitzrandolph's office, she would only have solved the mystery surrounding Big Albert after reading that note.
So I gotta go see him. Okay,
No, I can get out to the hallway from the other office.
okay, wow. Okay, so she was saying that just to keep herself calm. Oh, Jimmy Pumpkin Punch. Oh, he's so adorable. Oh, like a doctor. It's taking you a while to get down here. Get down here. Oh, where's he going? Oh no, that's the robot that you gave the thing to. Oh, I just follow it, don't I? This robot down here.
Phil, sweetheart.
Oh no, yeah, this is Phil.
You can't deny it. You have seen Big Albert.
Why deny the obvious? Why try to avoid the unavoidable?
Do you have Big Albert's note?
No, I ran into the immaterial man in the hall and I gave it to him. Everything meets its end, sooner or later.
Do you know what the note said?
Why bother if we're all going to die anyway?
God damn it, Phil. Where did the
Which way did the immaterial man go?
Immaterial.
There's only one possible destination. Nothingness, non-existence, death.
Do you know which way Big Albert went?
Yes, he went out that I don't know. Why should I pay attention to anything if everything is superfluous?
Clearly, you don't know anything.
The only certainty in life is the tomb.
Hey, yeah, we'll talk later.
If we don't expire first.
How about the theatre? We can go into the theatre.
Nope, it's closed and there's no one left.
Can't go to the theatre. No. Maybe it's in the mansion. The doghouse, maybe. Ooh, maybe. Shall be said.
If I want the notebook, I'll have to think of something. Because I can see that if I stick my hand in there, I'm gonna lose it. He's seen better days. So, short stuff, you guarding the stairs?
Restricted area. Only person authorized, William A. Fitzrandolph.
Don't worry, I'm not trying to go up. Fitzrandolph's private quarters are up there, right?
Restricted area.
Well, it's been a pleasure. See you later.
Negative.
Hey, there's something on it. A crank handle. I could pick some roses, but I'm full. Nothing in that interests me. Fitzrandolph must have dropped it.
I'm going to the office. Let me see what's in there. We haven't necessarily.
I haven't listened to the radio since my internship at JUNK in Los Angeles. You get sick of it. I don't need it for anything. I could move it, but I don't see what for.
Get the mug.
What luck! Not even chewed on.
Switch to
She's fat and heavy. No. I don't like her. Someone irresponsible like Dan Murray would sit down and... Oh, this sports stuff is so tiring. I don't need to open it. What if I put on some music to dance? On second thought, after they laughed at me at the party, I'm not really in the mood. I don't want to be her friend. The crank handle may fit somewhere, but not here. The crank handle... Queenie, my bohemian and pretty sister, uses only the finest pencils to draw, but this will do for me. Fitzrandolph must...
Liz grabbed the crank and was about to make noise. Did I say noise? No, music. There's a reason that they call her Loony Liz.
Wasn't this in the other office? Fitzrandolph is clever. One turn of the phonograph crank, and the table, part of the floor, and the wall turn, and this appears. Listen to what I'm telling you, Liz. The rose-colored bed. William A. Fitzrandolph's dirty laundry. A Liz Allaire exclusive. Forget it. The gossip rags don't interest me.
Is this where you sleep?
No way. Sleep here and you turn into Hannah Montana. I don't want to listen. It's much too heavy for me to carry.
Okay, let's go and slow down. No, the house, alright, let me go back in a sec. There we go.
I don't care. Expensive caviar. My sister, Anne-Marie, the smart one, uses it to make sandwiches. Fitzrandolph and his secretary certainly know how to live it up.
Okay, this is very weird. Oh, he froze. Oh.
Dan is in there with Fitzrandolph. I better not disturb them.
Liz, the great investigative reporter, knew that a certain pet would go crazy for... or did she know that?
Let's try this.
And the magic word for today is caviar.
Whoa.
But the real magic would be if something was written on it.
Oh, for God's sake. Got the pencil.
Warehouse ASAP.
Warehouse ASAP. Oh,
When she finally found out what Big Albert's note said, Liz headed to Fitzrandolph's storeroom, located behind the mansion.
To the warehouse, then. Hopefully Big Albert and Immaterial Man are still there. I'll turn on my tape recorder.
Oh my god.
Easy now.
Immaterial?
The people who did this will be back. Help me.
Count me in. What do I do? I'm your girl.
The important part is safe and sound now. We'll simply bury the rest. Lights out.
Okay then.
At noon the following day, Dan was awakened by a ringing telephone. It was his boss. Liz and Dan hadn't shown up at the paper that day, and he was, how can I put it, pretty angry.
I won't tolerate another screw-up. You hear me, Mr. Murray? You know, you don't understand it. If the story about last night's award ceremony doesn't make the Sunday edition, you and Miss O'Lear are going to be in hot water. Get clear, Murray?
Very, very hot water, he screamed down the phone.
Reluctantly, Dan went back to Fitzrandolph's mansion. Edgar told him that Liz had been seen going into the storeroom, where she evidently was no longer. Finding out what had happened to his beloved colleague was not going to be that easy.
Beloved? My foot. Los Angeles Stadium, Friday night. Manny Brown, Rico Sandretti. That's what counts.
Oh yeah. Okay then. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna continue on this next episode. I'm gonna find out what happened to Liz, because we've done this one, and I'll do this one into the next episode. It's 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes. That sounds like a good size number for the series. So yeah, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next one.